Chapter 2: Evolution of CPUs. Modern CPUs are thousands of times faster than those from 50 years ago. Let's explore how they evolved. Early microprocessors. Intel 4004. The first commercially produced microprocessor, the Intel 4004, was a groundbreaking achievement in 1971. It boasts a mere 2,300 transistor and a 4-bit architecture, representing a significant step toward miniaturizing computing power. It bites its limited capabilities by today's standards. It paved the way to for the microprocessors we use today. Intel 8086. Released in 1978, the Intel 8086 marked a pivotal movement in computing history by introducing the Time-86 architecture. This is 16-bit architecture, which is complex instruction set computing CISC design that became the foundation upon which most personal computers were built for decades, and its influence continued to be felt in a modern processor. It established the groundwork for the evolution of increasingly sophisticated computer architectures and instruction sets. Motorola 68000. The Motorola 68000, a 16-bit processor introduced in 1979, played a crucial role in the development of personal computing. Its unique architecture differed from the Intel Time-86 and was notably used in the early Apple Macintosh computers alongside various other hardware in its time. The 68000 advanced design and performance contributed to early graphical user interface or GUI development. The rise of 32 and 64-bit computing. The Pentium. The Intel Pentium processor series, introduced in 1993, marked a significant leap toward in computing. It incorporated advancements like a superscalar architecture and the pipelining, allowing for the parallel execution of multiple instructions and dramatically improving processing speed compared to its predecessors. The Pentium's introduction of MMX technology also enhanced multimedia capabilities, significantly impacting gaming and digital media. Number 2, AMD versus Intel competition. The rivalry between AMD and Intel spurred innovation throughout late 1990s and beyond. This competition fueled the development of increasingly faster and more power-efficient CPUs. AMD's Athlon processors provide strong competition to Intel's offerings, forcing both companies to constantly refine their architecture and manufacturing process, which ultimately benefited consumers. This competition drove down prices and increased performance options for PC users. Number 3, 64-bit processors. Starting in the early 2000s, presented the fundamental shift in computing. This move allowed computers to utilize more than a 4 gig of RAM, opening up possibilities for larger applications for more complex multitasking, and significantly enhanced performance in memory-intensive tasks. The wider address space enables seamless operation of larger programs and dataset, dramatically influencing software development and computer capabilities. Number 4, Intel Core Duo. The Intel Core Duo marked a shift towards multi-core processing. Introduced in 2006, it features 2 processing cores on a single chip. The dual-core design allowed for more efficient multitasking, significantly improving overall system responsiveness. This design also improved energy efficiency and paved the way for even more powerful multi-core CPUs. The last one is AMD Phenom. AMD Phenom processor, also introduced around 2007, directly compete with the Core Duo and further pushed the boundaries of multi-core technology. Both AMD and Intel continuous advancements in multi-core architecture set the stage for current high-performance processing in computing. The Intel 4004 was like a simple calculator, while the 8086 introduced more complex computing. A 32-bit CPU is like a 4-lane highway, while a 64-bit CPU is like an 8-lane highway, allowing more data to flow at once. Number 3. Multi-core processor, 2005 to present. Dual-core and quad-core. Improved multitasking capabilities handling multiple tasks simultaneously with greater efficiency. Hyper-threading. A technology that allows a single physical core to execute multiple threads concurrently, simulating the presence of additional cores and improving performance in a multi-threaded application. ARM processor. Energy-efficient processor commonly found in mobile devices, prioritizing low power consumption while maintaining a reasonable performance level. Core count scaling. The increase in core count generally leads to improved performance in parallel processing tasks, although the level of improvement can be vary based on software optimization and task types. It's not simple linear increase. Many core processor. Advanced processor with a dozen or even 100 cores is designed for high performance computing tasks such as scientific simulation or learning. Quad-core CPU is like a fourth chef in a kitchen, preparing food simultaneously. Chapter 3. How GPUs work. Now, we understand CPUs. Let's talk about GPUs, graphics processing units, which are built for speed. CPU versus GPU. What's the difference? Show side-by-side diagram of the CPU and GPU architecture. CPU are optimized for handling sequential tasks, executing instructions one after another. This makes them ideal complex logical operation, managing the operating system and running individual applications. Their architecture typically involves in the relatively small number of powerful cores, each capable of handling a wide range of instructions. This architecture excels at handling intricate calculation and decision-making process. Think of a CPU as a highly skilled chef preparing complex dish, focusing intensely on each step in order. GPU. GPU are designed for parallel processing, handling many calculations simultaneously. This makes them highly efficient for tasks requiring massive computational power, such as rendering graphics, training artificial intelligence model, and running complex simulation. Their architecture consists of thousands of smaller, more special cores, each designed to perform a specific type of calculation quickly. This allows GPUs to excel at tasks that can be broken down into numerous smaller, independent operations. Imagine a GPU as a large team of cooks working in a restaurant kitchen, each focusing on a special task, chopping, stir-frying, or plating, to produce many dishes concurrently. Chapter 4. SAP1 Architecture. Now, let's talk at SAP1, the simplest working computer ever designed. Memory. Stores data and instruction needed for the SAP1 computer's operation. Think of it as the computer short-term memory. It's volatile, meaning the data is lost when the power is turned off. It's crucial for the last access to frequently used information. The size of the memory directly impacts the complexity of the program SAP1 can run. Number 2, the program counter. A register that keeps track of the address of the next instruction to be executed. It acts like a pointer, guiding CPU uh, to the next command in the program sequence. The PC increments after each instruction to ensure the program proceeds step by step, according to its instructions. IR. The instruction register holds the current instruction being executed by the CPU. The instruction is fetched from the memory and placed in the IR, where the CPU's control unit can decode and execute it. The IR's content constantly changes as a SAP1 process commands from the memory. Accumulator. A special register used in arithmetic and logic operations. If their intermediate results are stored for the being transferred to memory or used in subsequent calculation, it serves as a primary working area for the CPU to its calculation. Unlike modern CPU, SAP1 is a very basic, but it still flows from the fetch, decode, execute cycle. Now, let's write a simple SAP1 program. The LDA10 load value 10 in the accumulator and add 5 to the accumulator and output of the result, which is 15. In this in this dive, we journey to the indicate working CPUs and GPUs, tracing the evolution from early architectures to the powerful multi-core processors of today. We examine the fundamentals of fetch, decode, execute cycle that govern CPU operation and contrast it with the parallel processing capabilities of GPUs. We also ventured into the fascinating world of the SAP1 computer, understanding its architecture and the basics of its assembly language programming. This exploration hopefully provided the clear understanding of the core components that power modern computing. To further to further your knowledge, recommended exploring sources like online courses and tutorials on computing architecture, programming language, and parallel processing. The world of computing is a vast and ever evolving, so keep exploring and learning. That's a wrap. Today we explored the CPUs, their evolution, GPUs, and even the SAP1 programming. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and I see you in the next video. Thank you.